Hello all you people out there in TV land. My name is CB Studios, also known as Kurt, and boy, I nearly forgot my intro because it's been so long since I've been here filming a video for you guys, and for that I'm sorry. I've been off doing some very weird and wonderful stuff. I will talk about that when I can. Rest assured, it was super cool, and I haven't really had an opportunity to do a whole lot other than that. But that's not what we're talking about today. Excuse the Spider-Man polo shirt, it is Marvel related today. I've just come straight from work, so polo shirt it is. But today, we're actually doing an unboxing, which is sort of rare for this channel, but I'm gonna say it's a big one. It's a big one. This comes directly to us from Shop Disney, from the Disney store. And I haven't seen anybody do a video on this. It's only just come out about a week ago. In fact, it's made very good time here, and I'm just going to open it while I talk, because why not? But this is shipped all the way from, I think the distribution site is Singapore for Australia, but this is a D23 exclusive, and it's one of the few things that they offered at D23 and then immediately put up on Shop Disney, and I had to have it. It shipped, I think, last Thursday and got here today, and it's a Wednesday, so less than a week to get here. I'm very excited. Back when Disney opened Avengers Campus in Anaheim, they started doing something very cool. Much in the same way that they did with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, or Batuu, they have started doing replicas, one-to-one prop replicas of things from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And this doesn't exactly come from the Marvel Cinematic Universe as such, but it's still Marvel adjacent. We have our first peek at what lies inside. Now obviously if you've looked at the thumbnail, you've probably got a fairly good idea on what's in this box, but let's bring it out. What we're looking at today is the Disney Parks Stark Industries Mark 80 Iron Man helmet. Now this guy retails in the US for about $139.99. In Australia, through the Shop Disney site, $199 flat. How good? Free shipping internationally as well. Couldn't turn that down. We have in here an Iron Man helmet, as you can see. We've got some very nice printing on the box on the sides here. It's really nicely done. It's designed to look like this interesting Stark Industries crate. We've got stuff on the side. Our little blurb on the side says, it's a helmet with lights and sound effects. It's motorized opening effect. It includes the Space Stone. It's the Iron Man Mark 80. And it includes a stand. So that's pretty great for 200 bucks. I mean, the Marvel Legends helmet of the Mark III, or I think the Mark VI, which we'll compare to at the end, that ends up retailing in Australia for somewhere between 240 and 270 bucks. So to get something that's got lights, sounds, and a motorized action as well as a stand for less than retail for that, that's pretty solid. So we're going to pop this thing open and have a look at what is contained inside. Now, a little fact about the Mark 80, we're sort of already loose there. A little fact about the Mark 80 is it's not based on a helmet in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This helmet is an MCU-esque Iron Man, but the Mark 80 is actually the Iron Man suit used at Disney's Avengers Campus. Okay, so we have a nice big plastic insert in the top of the box here. We have some foam padding. It looks like these may be ear cuffs or something of that ilk. We'll open those in a second. And in the top, let's rotate it around. You can see right here, we have our Space Stone. Now I believe this actually lights up, and it should. It's a nice little stone piece there. It's got two little contacts in the back of it as well. So I'm going to try and get as much of this on camera as possible. I don't know how easy this is going to be because the box is pretty large. But we've got a nice vac formed insert that holds everything in place. That's cool. Pop him down there. Then much like the Marvel Legends, we've got one of these nice cut and tapered cardboard inserts. We've actually got a couple. It's layered in there really nicely. Give you a look there. And this one's taped in as opposed to the other one that's just sitting in. So you're going to just tear some of the tape here and shift it. Oh boy, okay, that's looking pretty nice. We've got one of those nice egg bag plastic bags. So this is our helmet. And we're actually not looking giant, which is cool. I'm going to pull out this bottom piece of cardboard. Fucking if I can. What are we doing there? What am I caught on? Give it, there we go. Fucking 35-year-old man struggles with cardboard. Good story. Ooh. And this nice little sandwich piece here at the bottom would appear to be our stand. Now I'm going to open the stand first because I'm actually really excited to see a premium helmet like this come with a stand. At the same time, waving a knife around is really good knife safety. At the same time as this being released for the Disney parks, they've also released for Galaxy's Edge a really nice replica of Kylo Ren's helmet from Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. So we've got our stand piece, our pole piece for the stand. We have the dome piece for the top. We've got what I assume is our base. There's another sort of boxy thing in there. We'll see if there's anything in that, but I think it's just empty tubing. Packaging. I'm really impressed at the amount of cardboard that's in this, so a lot of this is recyclable, which is really good. And stuff like the stand and our stand pieces are actually wrapped in paper, so should be pretty easy to recycle. Oh yeah! All right, should be very easy to recycle a lot of this packaging. We have the base for our stand, which has this nice Stark Industries logo that's actually raised as well, which is really nice to see. We'll have the pole. I'm assuming the stand's all going to be plastic. I think the whole helmet's plastic, but I'm okay with that. So we have what looks to be, I assume this is the base part of the stand. And this, fucking hell, that was loud. This snaps in, that's never coming back out. But that's cool. We have the stand's really nicely weighted as well. And let's have a look at the dome. I think the dome's going to snap on too. So we'll have a look at that. Yep, it's got a nice rubberized ring on the top, and it's a very nice hard plastic, and there we go. Snapped into place. That's a really nice stand, actually. That looks really, really good. I've got a great feeling about this. Now, this helmet is going to require some batteries. It's going to take 3 AA batteries. If you watch Dank Pods. So we do have some instructions here. Yeah, we got some nice little sticky Velcro dots on there, so that's cool. And these are really nice. They're sort of like a fuzzy microfiber on one side and then a satin sort of polyester on the other. Whether or not I'm going to use those, I don't know. Now we have our instructions, which is just a page. It does have instructions on how to put your foam pads in, as well as the Infinity Stone, and then how to use the helmet. So we'll have a look at that. But I know what we're all here for. We all want to see this. We all want to see what this thing actually looks like. And I don't want to drag this out too much longer, so I'm going to... And voila. Okay, so first impressions. The paint on this is awesome. This has a really, really nice finish. It's really glossy. Compared to the Marvel Legends, which is actually a little bit more of a satin finish. This thing looks like a candy coat on a car. Look how you can see you guys in this. Look how mirror finish that is. That's super, super, super nice. We have a really, really nice finish on the faceplate. We've got nice cheek details, these recessed pieces in here. And we do have a back piece that actually, it doesn't snap into place like the Marvel Legends one. It's actually stretchy. It's got elastic in there. Having a look at the inside is just red plastic, but if you guys can see what I can see, there's a little tab in that. I think this thing comes with batteries. So that's fucking lovely. Up on the forehead, we have this panel here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but we have this little segmented panel, and this is where we put our Infinity Stone. Now, I don't know why I'm putting it on that and not putting it on the helmet stand, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my little tab. There's an on switch inside as well, as you can just see there. And we're going to turn it to on. We're going to pull off this top panel and we're going to insert our infinity stone. We're going to see how this thing lights up. Let's check it out. Okay, so as soon as you turn this thing on and take the battery tab out, everything lights up. So what we have actually got is a really nice blue light fully inside this helmet, which is super cool. There's a couple of switches, as you can see, just on the side here. You got 1 and 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop them back on the dome. We're going to insert our infinity stone. Let's get him looking at the camera for that, and we'll see what we get. I don't think the stone has a specific way it goes in, judging by the shape of the stone. We should just go in. Come on, take the stone. Come on, buddy. It shouldn't be that hard to take an infinity stone, right? Ooh. So, now we're all lit up blue. Let's pop this panel back in. Let's have a look at our destructions. Look at this. It's all lit up. I'm going to just turn the lights off real quick. Look at how nice that all lights up. That's beautiful. And this is actually casting off a really, really good amount of light. So, we have... Hell yeah. Let's see if we can do... God, that's lovely. It's not super fast, so it's not like the Killerbody helmet that does open very, very quickly. But it's nice and slow and deliberate, and that blue light is just gorgeous.
Avengers, assemble. This is gonna hurt. I'll handle this. Deploy fusion lane. I am Iron Man. This is gonna hurt. I am Iron Man.
Alright, so it sounds like it's got about 5 phrases.
Avengers, assemble.
I'm not sure if we can hear that. I'm going to put the mic up in the helmet so you guys can actually give it a listen.
I'll handle this. Deploy fusion lands. I'll handle this. Deploy fusion lands. I am Iron Man. Avengers, assemble. This is gonna hurt.
So there's about 5 phrases on that. I'm going to be completely honest, I'm probably never going to be using that. However, the opening and closing function is really, really nice. And let's see that once more. That's beautiful. I'm very happy with that. This helmet's pretty light. Not crazy light. It doesn't feel like a really lightweight, cheap plastic toy. However, it does feel a little bit plasticky. It's all plastic. What do you expect? Does feel premium. I actually think it feels a little bit higher quality than the Marvel Legends helmet, and it's slightly lighter than the Marvel Legends helmet. But I'm going to try this thing on, and we'll see how this actually goes while somebody's wearing it. Alright, so this is a little bit of a snugger fit than something like the Marvel Legends helmet. It is absolutely in need of that padding that they give you. And as I'm talking, this whole thing's sort of sliding down. I do love the blue light on the face. I think that's really nice. However, the blue light area is actually sitting right on the top of my fucking forehead. It's a little uncomfortable, but let's see how we go. Actually, first of all, I'm going to see how this sounds with the helmet on. Yeah, it's not too bad. Let's see how loud this mechanism is once it's on. Now, once it's on, it's actually really comfortable to wear. Well, once it's on, it's actually not that bad to see through. It's less visibility than something like the Marvel Legends helmet. However, this actually shows up much, much nicer with the blue through than the Marvel Legends helmet does. I'm pretty impressed with this, all things considered. I think the padding is something that would be needed. But if you're looking to do an Iron Man suit, this is not a bad option. This mechanism's not super loud, and I'm expecting these batteries to die pretty quickly. They are just your normal tester ones. And you can hear that's starting to slow down as it's going open and close. But clunk. We're pretty nice on that, and I do love the blue glow on the face. What I want to know though is it going to do the same sort of sounds and lights without the Infinity Stone in it? So I'm going to pull this thing off and pull the stone out of its head like its name is Vision, and see how we go. Alright, so now we've got the Infinity Stone out of its head. Aha! We have the Infinity Stone out of its head, and that's all good. I'm going to put him up in the top of the stand there. And we're going to see if we get the same sort of sounds and lights.
This is gonna hurt. Avengers assemble.
So our light is actually lighting up white in there, and you can see it pulsing, so that's pretty cool. And it looks like without the Infinity Stone in there, we don't get the blue lights on the sides, we just get the flame. So that's pretty cool. It's interesting that it's got a couple of different things. It still functions exactly the same. We've got the same lights and sounds, and I can actually see that giant fucking bump that's hitting me in the head. Yeah, all things considered, that's actually really, really nice. We do have some interior detailing, however, it's not the same as the Marvel Legends. And in fact, because everybody's going to be asking what the difference is between the helmets, between the Marvel Legends helmet and this one, and even the Killerbody helmet and this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some B-roll footage just at the end, so you can see how all these helmets compare to each other and whether or not this one's the one that you want to go for. So, the Disney Parks Iron Man helmet. How does it go? Honestly, as something for $200, this is pretty unbeatable. You're not going to get an Iron Man helmet like this with this level of functionality and fun for this price. It's a no-brainer. I do think it's a nicer helmet than the Marvel Legends. However, do bear in mind the Marvel Legends helmet's been on the market for nearly 10 years now. It's been quite a while that that's been available. And in fact, it was my first Iron Man helmet that I picked up. I think the paint job's better. I think the plastic's better. It feels more quality. It comes with a stand. It's got better lights and sounds. It's got an actual mechanism that opens the face. And it does include the Infinity Stone going into the top. Now, while the Infinity Stone isn't canon going into the top of that, a lot of their props for the Disney parks and for Avengers Campus and sort of Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, they do include those Infinity Stones. They can be swapped in between each of the props. I know that some of them come with some stones. Stuff like the Infinity Gauntlets does come with a set, I believe. I don't know. Loki's Scepter comes with one, as it should. And they're much like the Kyber crystals that you get for the Salvi's Workshop lightsabers. I think that sort of play features a really fun inclusion to this helmet, and the fact that they've based it off the Avengers Campus helmet, the Mark 80, I really like, and I think it's got a really interesting, unique look that maybe some of the movie helmets are lacking. If you want to pick one up, I absolutely recommend it. I did pay my own money for this. I'm certainly not sponsored by Disney, but if they want to sponsor me, I wouldn't say no. I'd be down for that. But I'm really, really happy that they gave me the opportunity to add yet another Iron Man helmet to my collection. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I don't know, we'll do a catch-up video in a second. Let's show you the helmets. You don't care. Now this is a brief comparison shot of the new Mark 80 from Disney Parks, as well as the Marvel Legends Mark III, and then the Killerbody Mark VII. Now the Killerbody does have a remote control and a touch sensor and a very, very nice opening mechanism, and I, in all my professional YouTuber glory, have not charged that helmet. So you can have a look down in the comments for a pinned video based off that helmet.